It's good to be here today. Good afternoon to everyone. The Bluegrass Institute is a nonpartisan, nonprofit research and education organization, or better known as a free market think tank. And so we're very excited to be here today. It's an exciting day for our beautiful state and for the Bluegrass Institute, which 11 years ago when we began in the very district where the first right-to-work county in America became the first right-to-work county in America, and we're very proud of that. But since our beginning, the Bluegrass Institute has supported the right of individuals to make their own decisions regarding union membership and dues without coercion or penalty, certainly without the fear of losing their jobs, which are all too precious already in the Commonwealth. Anyhow, it's been a historic week and a historic couple of months for right to work in what is still officially a non-right to work state. But it's not going to stay that way long, I have a feeling. So far this week, by my count this very week, we've had 23 votes cast on local right to work ordinances. The Cumberland County Fiscal Court on Tuesday became the 6th county in the Commonwealth and the country to enact right to work policies. Cumberland joins Warren, Simpson, Todd, Fulton, and Hardin counties, all of which have now passed second readings of right-to-work ordinances, and we believe will begin to enjoy the benefits of attracting new employment and growth opportunities in their communities. In fact, Warren County has already begun to experience this. But this doesn't surprise me. Art Laffer, who was an advisor to President Reagan, claims that the most important tools that a state can have in its economic toolbox are two things. One are low tax rates, and the other is a right to work or a law. And while Kentucky does have tools in its economic development toolbox and it tries to use those effectively, we are at a competitive disadvantage with those states around us, like Indiana and Tennessee. Our state not having right to work is like having a toolbox without a screwdriver. There are things you can do, but there are a lot of things you can't do. We still attract some business, but there are many companies that see a close for new manufacturing business at our borders, and they fly right over or drive right through our state. Recently, I was talking to an economic developer in a county along Kentucky's border that competes with Right to Work Tennessee for companies and opportunities in his community all the time, and he was lamenting the fact that they had tried to recruit Caterpillar, have you heard of them? For an industrial site there that was a perfect size site for what that company needed, but they were eliminated because Kentucky is not a right to work state. Where did Caterpillar go instead? They located their operation in right to work Georgia. He told me that while their consultants saw very much like this new 400+ acre industrial development that sits along a major interstate, that his community really, quote, didn't even get a look from Caterpillar because we are not right to work, end quote. I, for one, don't think it's right that a handful of majority party politicians in the Kentucky House of Representatives should keep the 40% of Kentuckians who live in counties bordering another state from experiencing the benefits and the opportunities that a competitive right-to-work policy would bring to our Commonwealth. Credible data from the National Institute for Labor Relations Research, the U.S. Census Bureau, and the Bureau of Economic Analysis, which together show that employment, incomes, and populations grew by 43%, 209%, and 39% respectively in states with right-to-work laws in the 2 decades between 1990 and 2010. Census numbers make it even more clear. Primarily younger adults are moving into right-to-work states. Between 2000 and 2009, more than 4.9 million native-born Americans moved from non-right-to-work states to states where union membership is a choice and not a mandate. That's an average of 1,450 people every single day. I hear it all the time across our Commonwealth, including right here in our area. It's slim pickings for young people getting out of college and looking to begin careers. Well, between 2002 and 2012, the population among 25 to 34-year-olds grew by more than 11% in right-to-work states, while non-right-to-work states saw only 2.5% growth. But Kentucky was behind all of that. We lost over a percentage point of our population in that group. So the Bluegrass Institute stands today proudly with local leaders, the Chamber, and all right-to-work supporters across Kentucky. We praise them for their political courage and for focusing on what really matters in their communities. In fact, I wish we could bottle some of that up and bring it to Frankfurt, what we've seen in the counties. But for today, we'll take Frankfurt hearing us as we say, judge executives want right to work, county magistrates want right to work, economic development leaders know we have to have right to work to compete, chamber leaders want right to work, a growing number of policymakers want right to work, and an overwhelming majority of Kentuckians want it as well. Thank you very much.